Le webinaire va bientôt commencer. Veuillez rester en ligne. Le webinaire va bientôt commencer. Veuillez rester en ligne. Le webinaire va bientôt commencer. Veuillez rester en ligne. Le webinaire va bientôt commencer. Veuillez rester en ligne. La diffusion vient de démarrer. Tous les participants sont en mode écoute seul.
So, I'd like to thank everybody for coming, and please just let me know that you can hear me and see the screen that says, "Does automated trading work?" And we'll get started right now. If a couple of people just type in and let me know, that would be great. Okay, thank you very much. So let's get started. So welcome to my webinar, "Does automated trading really work? The risks, the rewards, and the real truth." My name is Lee Goldstein. I'm the trading director for 10-Minute Trades. I'm always very happy to be here. I love giving these webinars. Before we get started, if you would kindly just type in where you're from. I love knowing where people are from. Thank you, Keith. And I also would like to know what you like to trade. So Keith just typed in, "Hi, Lee." He's from the Scottish Borders, UK. I don't trade futures myself, stocks long only, but found our last webinar very interesting and informative. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate that. Fred's from Vermont. Bob, how are you? California. Nez, I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. New York City. I'm an ex-New York City guy. Grew up in New York. Your heart is always in New York once you've been there. Okay. So people all over the world, just please remember it's possible to lose money trading futures. So be careful, trade smart, trade wisely. Have you ever had a winning trading strategy and still found a way to lose money in the markets? I mean, it happens way too often, and the reason's always the same. In fact, it's the only possible reason that explains how we inevitably screw up a perfectly good trading strategy. And believe me, I know it because I've done it plenty of times in the past. You watch me in the trade room, I'm far from perfect even today. But why? Why do we screw up? The real reason is human error. There's no doubt about it. So what does human error look like? It's inconsistency, anxiety, forgetfulness, fear, greed, impatience, honest mistakes, hesitation, distraction, overconfidence, overwhelmed, overcomplicating things, recklessness. All of these things create human error. And if human error is the cause of so many bad trades, is the answer getting a fully automated trading bot? A lot of people think that it is, but how many traders do you personally know who have consistently profited with a trading bot for more than a few months? I've been trading futures for over 7 years. I've met and helped thousands of traders. And I don't personally know a single person who can show me they've a fully automated bot that works over and over and over for more than a few weeks or months. We all know what happens. And this is nobody has ever shown me, not one person. Why? Because those fully automated bots are trading complex setups throughout the day while battling against other fully automated bots. At the end of the week, they win some, they lose some, and they get worse over time as other bots get smarter and less predictable. And also, don't forget that the markets change. So how do you avoid all the problems caused by human error while also avoiding all the problems caused by fully automated trading bots? We found out that we can combine the best of both worlds. By relying on semi-automation, we can still tap into the best of human intuition and experience while taking advantage of the computer's ability to execute precise entries and exits faster than any human could and 100% without emotion. So that's the key, semi-automation. Not so long ago, there weren't any solutions to address the issues of human error when it comes to appointment-based trading. So we had to create our own. And that's what the JOBB software strategy is. It's an add-on for NinjaTrader, and it's our answer to helping to reduce human error into our trading. The JOBB software has become our secret weapon in the war to reduce human error, and sometimes it can eliminate it entirely. Because the issue of human error is more than just psychological. It's costing you thousands of dollars in real money out of your pocket. The true cost of human error, it's why you lose more often than you win, even with a proven winning strategy. It causes some traders to blow out their accounts, for some people more than once. That leads to, I don't have to tell you, blowing out your account leads to lost confidence and a desire to quit trading altogether. Lost confidence can affect your views on investing for the rest of your life, leading to lower income accumulation for years. Let's look at the top 5 ways JOBB software instantly improves your trading. It makes trading simpler. It makes the trading semi-automatic. It makes the trading more strategic. It makes trading smarter, and it makes trading safer. Those are very powerful reasons. Let's go over each of them, okay, in more detail. So JOBB makes trading simpler, and that's very important. Humans, we always make everything way more complicated than it is. We overthink everything. The software simplifies your settings on every trade. We fill in the blanks before the trade happens so that during the trade, you don't need to worry about your settings. So here's how that works in the software. Let me show you. Now, this is a tiny bit tricky, so bear with me. So here's our software. The first thing that we're going to do to help make things simpler is when we load our software, we fill in the blanks, okay? All of these fields, I call them fields on the side, are items that we enter in. So in other words, everybody's used to the fact that there's automated strategies and you have to learn a language and you've got to figure out how to use it, and it's complicated. But with our software is what I call a super ATM, okay? So instead of worrying about, well, how am I gonna move my stop if I hit a target, things of that sort, our software has a field and you can just tell it what to do. So just to give you an idea, the first step that you do, and all of these items, you don't have to change most of them. Most of them are default items, meaning that we don't change them. They stay where they are. You're not going to change on each tick the maximum bars to look back, all sorts of things you don't have to worry about. The things that we worry about are the things that our software lets you easily change. We often create brackets. In other words, we put a bracket above price, we put a bracket, an order below the price, above and below. So we have the ability to change the bracket just by typing a number. We have the ability to put in how many contracts we want to trade just by typing a number. Okay, that's why our software makes things so much simpler. All you have to do is type in numbers, choose the type of the trade, choose the type of entry, choose the time of the trade. Like if I want to enter a trade at 9:30 because we're trading a certain event, our software lets us do that. So it's very important that makes the software help us to trade much more simpler. Okay, so let me actually show you an example of a trade that we took this morning, and I can explain it because if you can see it, it makes it better. I can't, instead of me just saying simple, it's much better if I show the trade to you. So we were just testing things out this morning, but testing or trading live, setting up the software is exactly the same. So I was looking at a report. Let me see if I renamed everything. So let's see if I picked the right one. So we were looking at trading the Empire State Manufacturing report this morning. And right over here at about 8:15, the trade was at 8:30. And at 8:15, we were just talking in the trade room about various things, but we all know that our software is going to make it easier. We got closer to the time of the trade, because remember, what we do is we trade by appointment at a very special time for each event. And then we set up our software and just enter the values into the software. So what I did is I created a bracket of 6 ticks. I created 2 orders, okay? And then as 8:30 rolled around, I also showed people that we were going to move our stop. If the first target gets hit, I was going to move my stop, because in the software, we have an item called target 1 stop move. When target 1 is hit, you could move your stop to break even. You could move your stop to break even +2. So here's what happened in the trade. And I'm going to show it at full speed, and then I'll show it slow. So here's the 8:30 Empire State trade. At 8:30, our orders are going to show up on the chart. We're trading gold using the NinjaTrader platform. If we get pulled into the trade because the Empire State news is good or bad, enough to pull us into a trade, our X's on the screen that you see are our actual orders that were automatically put on the chart. As the news came out, we were pulled into the trade to the upside. The news was essentially negative. We were trading gold. It hit our first target. It automatically moved my stop to break even to protect my profit. And then it went through the second target and the trade was over. So how does our software keep us safer? Number one, it's semi-automated. It fully automates the entry. I don't have to fumble around. I don't have to goof around. The software automatically puts my orders on the chart. Watch. 8:30 rolls around. You're going to see those X's show up right in 4 seconds from now. Those X's are my orders. The software automatically puts them on the chart. All I do now is wait to see if I get pulled into the trade. I do get pulled into the trade. Watch my stop. See, my stop is down here in area where I could lose money if the price reverses. After the trade hits my first target, watch the stop move automatically by itself to break even. It's as if I wrote a whole strategy on my own, okay? But I don't have to do that. The software does it for me. So the software makes my life simpler. It makes trading more strategic. You saw the automated trade management, and it makes trading smarter because I can choose the type of trade that I want to trade. I could choose a simple bracket trade. I could choose a range trade. And one of the best trades that we have is an afternoon trade that we take. It's an oil trade and it's a range trade. So let me show it to you. It creates this range on the chart. It creates a range that I determine by the time the range should start, the time the range should finish, and then it will put my orders on the chart based on how high or low, above or below that range I want to be. So I create a range, I bracket above the range, below the range, and watch. Now I'm going to wait for the event to take place. The event takes place. It's going to burst through the range, and it's going to put me in the market. There it is. I was just showing it twice. There's the range. There's the candle that explodes when the event takes place. And this particular trade was automated to find my target. And in 14, not even 13 seconds, I was profitable, $190. It broke my range and hit my target. And that trade was a total winner all by itself. That trade, I didn't have to do anything. So if that doesn't make me a smarter trader, I don't know what does. Also, it lets you be safer because you can practice trades over and over and over before you take one live. NinjaTrader, the platform we use, has something called replay, and you could practice, or you could watch all of the videos that we show in our trade room of the event that took place. We do things a little bit differently than the average company. And that's what I love about us. We don't do anything quite the same as everybody else. We don't have to study intense Elliott wave. We don't have to study intense levels that were hit a month ago, levels that were hit today. We studied the event, and our software trades the event. It could just as easily trade levels or trade waves. If you had Elliott wave on the screen, you can use our software to trade almost any way that you want, but it's geared towards the way that we trade. So the bottom line, folks, is our software reduces human error, it reduces mistakes, it reduces anxiety, it helps to make you more consistent, it unequivocally gives you more confidence, it's faster to learn, and more importantly, it will help you get better results. And here's some actual screenshots, real screenshots from us and our members. And they're not 100 years ago. So this one was 2 jobs reports. You know what? I'm going to lie about this one. I'm not lying, but this one is a while ago, but it was such an awesome trade. One of our traders made $2,690 on a jobs report trading gold. Same trader about 18 months ago made $8,000 on an ISM trade, one trade. But let me show you current, normal, regular, everyday traders. ISM manufacturing is a popular trade. A member made $700 on that trade. ISM manufacturing. We traded the WASDE grain report, and the last report was a couple of weeks ago, and in 20 seconds, a $262 profit, 20 seconds. No joke, we're not making that stuff up. Another quarterly grains report. I started that trade. I was losing $390 in the morning. That trade was at noon. When it was over, I made $450 on that trade. So I was up $60 instead of losing $390. That's not a bad way to completely turn a day around with a $450 trade. 10-year bonds. Now, not every trade is $100 and $500. One of our members made $93 on 10-year bonds in September. However, that was about a 12-second trade. So it's nothing to be embarrassed about making $90 in a 12-second trade. If you can do that 5 times a week, that's for almost $500. So folks, and one of our members who's in this room right now, because I see him here, Brian from Scotland, made $150 Thanksgiving week on the API report in 20 seconds, okay? That trade is a very popular trade that we trade weekly. Those are real screenshots from ourselves and our members. We don't make them up. And the software helps people to get those profits. Our software, it's a culmination of thousands of hours of live trading. We've invested tens of thousands of dollars in real money to test and perfect our trading system. We invested $8,482 to develop and update the software to help us reduce and eliminate our own human error out of the equation. And the software is unique in the trading industry. You can't get software like this for appointment-based trades anywhere else that we've looked. Certainly not for trading futures. I've seen a couple of companies try to do it on Forex, but we know why we definitely don't want to trade Forex. There's a lot of hanky-panky that goes on in the pricing before events take place. Futures don't do that. So if you have thousands of hours to spare and you want to create your own version, you could expect to spend about $30,000 in trial and error and development costs. On our website, a lifetime license of the JOBB software sells for $29.97. But here's the God's honest truth. We've had sales in the past where we've discounted the lifetime license to a one-time payment as low as $497. Unfortunately, those days are officially over. It's expensive to support and maintain hundreds of lifetime licenses, and we need to continue to upgrade and improve the JOBB software to keep up with the changing markets and to add new features, which we're doing right now, by the way. Paying a developer is not cheap. And in fact, we've got 3 big updates that we're releasing in the weeks ahead. And the new updates are going to be a setting for reversal trades, a squeeze play setting. It's a whole different way of trading, and limited full automation. And it's kind of why I love our company. It's what I was saying before. We never do anything quite like everybody else does it. We almost have limited full automation now, but people have asked us a lot of things that I will tell you more about all 3 of these things in the days ahead, because we're in the testing phase. We're imminent in terms of releasing these, but I don't want to get ahead of myself and say things that aren't 100% available yet. I know that I said earlier that full automation never works for long, and that's why the way we're implementing it is in a limited version of full automation. So it's not exactly what people expect when we say full automation. So it's definitely something you'll be very interested in seeing. Because of all the expense of maintaining and upgrading the JOBB software, starting next week, we're eliminating the $497 sale price for a lifetime license. And instead, we're transitioning to an annual license of $997 a year for the software. We'll still let members get a lifetime license for $29.97, but that will be the only option for a lifetime license starting next week. If you already have a lifetime license of the JOBB software, the following message is not for you. You're locked in for life. We honor our commitments. If you don't have the JOBB software yet, or you've been thinking about getting it or waiting for the stars to align, The time is now, because we're never going to discount it again for the lifetime license. It's never, ever going to be $497. For 1 week only, you can get the JOBB software at the lowest price you'll ever see. Not $8,482 we paid to develop it, which doesn't even include the years of developing the strategy through all the trial and error. Not $29.97, the regular price you'll see on our website. Not the $9.97 annual subscription price that you'll see on our site starting next week. For the last time ever, you can get a lifetime license for $497. www.getjobbnow.com. Don't forget that you need to use the NinjaTrader trading platform, which is separate at ninjatrader.com. Our software is a plugin to NinjaTrader. This is the last time it's going to be $497. www.getjobbnow.com. And to help you get a jump start on 2021, the first 10 people who take action today, and we mean today, will include 90 days free in our trade room, and that's worth $891. So more importantly, though, we're going to take on all the risk of the investment in the JOBB software. We have a 100% 6-month money-back guarantee. Trade with the JOBB software for a full 6 months. Trade with me live in the trade room in simulation, 2 days per week for the next 3 months. We're giving you those 3 months in the trade room, taking at least 2 appointment-based trades per week, and you can do it in simulation. Continue trading on your own at least 8 days a month, twice a week, taking 2 appointment-based trades per week. You can start with 5K in simulation over the following 3 months. And if you're not happy with the JOBB software for any reason at the end of those 6 months, show us the proof you took action, and we'll give you 100% full refund. We don't want you to just buy the software, put it on the shelf, never use it, and then say, hey, I want my money back. We want you to try it. We want you to use it, because we know that if you do the right thing with the software, it should work out really well for you, and you will never ask us for a refund. The guarantee does not include the NinjaTrader trading platform. That's separate. We believe in the power of the software 100%, and that's why we use it ourselves every single day, and why we're willing to put such a strong guarantee behind it. So for the last time ever, $497, www.getjobbnow.com. And this price is only valid for a week, and the countdown has started. If you don't act before the countdown hits 0, and it will hit 0, and we're going to honor that 0. The only way to get the software in the future will be $997 per year, or $29.97 one time for the lifetime license. So remember, using the JOBB software absolutely makes your job simpler, semi-automatic, more strategic, smarter, and safer. Let me show you another reason why I do it and use the software all the time. This was the ADP trade. December, we took this trade, a very popular trade that we trade all the time. My software put the orders on the chart automatically. It moved my stop. Actually, I think I moved the stop that day. It could have moved the stop if I wanted it to, but it hit my targets automatically. The key is when a trade is fast, it puts those orders on the chart. Watch. Right there. Those orders are placed on the chart automatically right before the event takes place. That helps you to make money. Here's one more super fast trade. The jobs report automatically put the bond orders on the chart. Look how fast that trade was. Do you want to be fumbling around putting orders on a chart when you have the opportunity to pay attention to your trade instead? That's what the software lets you do, and that makes you safer. So here's what we're offering. $8,000 in value of the software, 3 months in the live trade room, an $891 value. the peace of mind that comes from reducing and sometimes even eliminating human error, that's priceless. Added up, it's a total of $9,373. And for the last time ever, folks, it's $497. GetJobbNow.com. And Frank is asking, do you need a NinjaTrader license for simulation trade? You do, Frank. In other words, the only way you can trade is you have to use a real version of NinjaTrader if you want to use any strategy. That's not just ours, it's anybody's, okay? You can't use the free version of NinjaTrader because it won't work, all right? So you do need to be a NinjaTrader user. Now they do usually have a 2-week demo that they'll let you take using real data. So, but it's a little bit, 2 weeks is probably not quite enough to really give you a true idea of any system. But you do need a NinjaTrader license, okay? So let me go through some simple questions, common questions that people ask. Does JOBB software work on other trading platforms other than NinjaTrader? Not yet. At some point in the near future, it will. At this time, only Ninja. Where do you get NinjaTrader? www.ninjatrader.com. They do have a sale going on right now. Their holiday sale, they make it less expensive to get a lifetime version of their platform. And their pricing does vary. They let you rent it a different amount of time. You don't have to do a whole year if you don't want to. If you have trouble installing it, we can certainly, trouble installing our software, you can contact us. We do have a one-on-one software installation option. But remember, we give you 3 months free in the trade room. The first 10 people, we can easily show you how to install it in the trade room. It's not complicated. And we do have a video that shows you exactly how to install it. If you need help, what if you need help after installing it? And that's honestly why we include 3 months of the live trade room, if you're one of the first 10. So you can see the software in action, get all your questions answered. We'll help you to set it up, show you how to answer all the questions in the software. Makes it a lot easier. How much will future upgrades cost? They'll be zero, because remember, you're buying an unlimited forever lifetime license. We're not going to turn around and say, hey, this lifetime license, it changed to a monthly license. Sorry, we don't do that. Everybody knows how honest we are. So time is running out, folks. It's a lifetime license for just $497. I could not live without this software. If you're a discretionary trader, you can use our software to trade reversals. You could use our software to trade random anytime during the day. You don't have to use it just to do what we do. If you think a little bit outside the box, there's all sorts of really clever things you can do. Remember, it's like a super ATM. So you can set up your own trades, you can practice, trade in sim. For me, I can't live without the software. I could not imagine trading without our software. And when I got to this company and started working here, the software was really very rudimentary. It traded a simple breakout, and it didn't even allow you to trade more than 2 positions. Now, every trader wants to trade at least 3 positions. It's just what you want to do. We have 3 positions. We've got trailing stops. You can move your stop when you hit a target. You can move your stop when you hit the second target. You can cancel a trade if it doesn't fill in a certain amount of time. There are so many features built into our software that help you to trade. It's worth easily $497. In just 1 or 2 trades, you could easily pay for the price of the software. Because remember, I just showed you an almost $300 grain trade, $150 oil trade. You can pay for the software using it. It's a great piece of software. We have a very nice upgrade coming out literally in the next couple of days. I'm hoping to get the final version, maybe even tonight. I just have to test it. That's why I didn't show it yet. I want to make sure everything is working fine. Ness, there are templates. You know, it's so easy to set up. You can save your own templates in NinjaTrader. So all you have to do is come into the trade room, set the trade up once, and then boom, just save the template. So I don't really supply template after template. And there's more than one. There's a real reason for that. If I give you a template, that also implies that I want you to trade exactly the way that I'm trading. I don't want you to trade exactly the way I'm trading. I want you to learn the software and make the software your own and learn how to do it yourself. But I will show you how to set up a template so that you can save it. And if you want to, have an ADP template, it's easy to do. If you want a jobs report template, it's not very complicated. It only takes about 3 minutes to set up a template in NinjaTrader. Not hard at all. It's a great idea, Ness. One day, maybe we'll put together like a package for our members of 20 to 20 most popular templates. I like the idea, actually. I think it's a good idea. Any other questions, folks? This is short and sweet. We've got only a little bit of time before this runs out. The price is truly going up to $9.97 a year, and then $29.97 for lifetime. We're not joking, and the 3 months in the trade room is today only. Do we provide guidance in terms of settings for each report? Yeah, actually, Ness, when someone comes into the trade room, we always show full and complete settings of every report in the manner that I'm going to trade it, okay? And if you want to trade along with me, I like when people, slightly change the trades. Some people follow me and then they learn to do it on their own, and they always do better. People always do better when they trade ultimately with their own ideas. But yes, to start out, I definitely show you how I'm taking the trade, what my setups are going to be, and then I'll give you reasons why you might want to change them. And when we study the event, the video of the actual trade, it's like today's recording, as Stephen is saying to me, he's saying recording today, the trade went further than our targets. So if you're in the trade room and you happen to notice that a trade that we are trading and it's been regularly going further than our targets have been going, you would increase your targets, even though maybe we haven't done that, okay? Because we're pretty conservative in the room. But this particular trade, the ADP report, that's my second target. And the trade, let's see if this one went further. The trade that I traded this morning did go further. ADP, sometimes you'll hit your target and it'll reverse and it'll be perfect. It'll be like a miracle. Other times, it'll go way through your target. The ADP report, pretty much our target was right on the money that day. The trade from this morning, and sometimes trades like natural gas, like this is a natural gas trade. Natural gas often explodes through targets because it goes very far on the report. Just by fluke, ironically, the trades I'm showing you this morning are close to the targets, but targets is a big reason that people do their own setups. They change the targets because, like I said, you can often make more money than I make in the room by trading differently than the way that I trade. So there's nothing wrong with changing targets. You can add contracts. There's so many different ways that somebody could make different amounts of money than what we make in the room. What we like to do in our trade room is trade conservatively like a normal, I hate to use the word normal, like an average retail trader might trade, who had, not $1 million in their account, but maybe $7,000 in their account to $10,000. An average, what I would call an average retail trader. That's the way I like to trade in the room. You know, if you have $100,000, you're going to trade much larger size. If you have $50,000, you're going to trade larger size, and you have the opportunity to make more money also. Okay. So folks, this is it. I just want to say thank you for coming. It's just $497. It's a lifetime license. www.getjobbnow.com. The first 10 people get 3 months for free in our trade room. And I want to thank you for joining us. Hey, Eric. And what else can I say? Does anybody else have any questions? Anybody? Very good. Very good. Very good. Anybody else? You've got, you know, you can just till the end of the day to get the 3 months in the room. Nestor, thanks for the purchase. Really appreciate it. Keep in mind, keep your eye open for the update, but you can comfortably download in about 24 hours. You'll be able to download the software from the website. And if you have any questions, you can send me an email to help@10minutetrades, help@10minutetrades.com. Yes, if you want to start your trade room in January, I don't have a problem with that, Nestor. Nestor, you know what? If you wanted to start now and we could start the countdown in January, I'd be fine with that also, because December's a little bit slow, and I would be perfectly happy to do that. We would do that for you, no problem. In fact, we do it for anybody that gets the software. So www.getjobbnow.com. What we're saying is we'd be happy to start you on January 1st. You can really get your feet wet. It's like getting a 2-week bonus. Okay. Folks, I want to thank you for coming. So last time, getjobbnow.com, and I'll see you all in the trade room. Take care, everybody. My name is Lee Goldstein. I'm the trading director at 10 Minute Trades, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Thank you very much for listening. So long.